Morning, this is B. Naresh, working as a assistant professor in EC department here. And our laboratory is electronic devices and circuits laboratory. So today we are going to perform transistor common emitter configuration characteristics here. So in that we are going to observe the input characteristics as well as the output characteristics. The required components are transistor, the model is DC107, and the resistor is 100 kilo ohms and 470 ohms, and the breadboard, voltmeters as well as ammeters here. So first we are going to place the components as per the given circuit diagram. And again, this is BC107 NPN transistor. From this arrow mark, again from the clockwise direction, emitter, base, and the collector. Now we are going to perform common emitter configuration. Hence, I am going to place emitter should be in a common terminal. So here I place the emitter, and this is the base, and this one is the collector. So now we need to start from the DC source. So the first DC source positive is connected to 100 kilo ohms resistor. So here I am going to place 100 kilo ohms resistor, and the end of 100 kilo ohms resistor is connected to ammeter. The ammeter type is microamps. So here I am going to use this device is actually the ammeter, and the units are microamps here. Hence, this end, the second end of this resistor is connected to ammeter positive. Ammeter negative is connected to base. Ammeter negative is connected to base. This is the base terminal. And from this base, we need to connect one voltmeter here. So voltmeter positive is also connected to base. Then again from the collector side, from the collector to, again it is connected to ammeter negative. So here we require to measure the collector current, we require a milliammeter. So hence from the collector to ammeter negative, this ammeter negative is connected to collector terminal. Again from the collector terminal, we require a positive voltmeter. So positive terminal, the collector to positive terminal of the voltmeter. And again this ammeter positive to a resistor output side. Output side we require a 470 ohms. So this ammeter positive is connected to 470 ohms, and another end of this 470 ohms is connected to the positive of the DC source, secondary DC source, and it is connected to positive terminal of the DC source. Now all the connections are over. Then we need to place a parallel 2 voltmeters here. One voltmeter is for required input side. So hence I taken this another voltmeter, and this voltmeter is connected across the input resistor. And again output side also we required another voltmeter. So this voltmeter in a breadboard, this is another voltmeter, and this voltmeter is again connected across this 470 ohms or parallel with this DC source. Now we need to make all the ground connections. The second DC source is connected to ground. So here I use this is a ground terminal, and this output side the voltmeter is also connected to ground. Now this collector voltmeter is also connected to ground. Now emitter is already grounded. Now the base voltmeter is also connected to ground, and the input voltmeter is also connected to ground, and the input DC source negative terminal is also connected to ground. So here I'm going to make one extra wire to make the continuity from this node to this node, ground node. So now these are the connections as per the circuit diagram here. So after the connections as per the circuit diagram, now we need to perform two types of the characteristics in common emitter configuration. So one is the input characteristics, another one is output characteristics here. So for the first case, while observing the input characteristics, we need to maintain output voltage is a constant. By maintaining the output voltage constant, then vary the input voltage and note down the corresponding base current here. So suppose if you want to observe the output characteristics by making the input current is a constant, means we need to maintain the base current is a constant. Then after maintaining the base current constant, then vary the output voltage and note down the corresponding output current here. Okay. Now switch on this all the devices here. And first initially adjust all the DC sources to 0. Then here we are going to perform first input characteristics by using this common emitter configuration. For observing the input characteristics, first we need to maintain output voltage is a constant. So by adjusting this output voltage, take the second DC source. By using this second DC source, just you adjust the VCB voltage to some so by using this DC voltage source, so here I am going to adjust this 2 volts. This is the VCB. So here I adjusted the VCB is 2 volts. Means VCB means collector to base voltage, or the potential difference between collector and the base output side. So hence I consider this is the output voltmeter. And here we are maintaining this output voltage is a constant. After maintaining the output voltage, do not modify this knob here. Now we need to adjust this input voltage and note down the corresponding input current here for every incremental voltage. So for suppose I'm going to make this input voltage is so now I adjusted some input voltage 0.1, and this is the voltage between base and emitter here. So we need, and this is the input voltage. So by using this knob, we are adjusting the voltage here. So here I adjusted to some 0.1. Now the input voltage across the input junction shows that again this is the 0.1 volts. So note down this voltage and then note down the corresponding this base current in microamperes. So now this device shows that the meter is 0.2 microamperes. So similarly, after note down this value, then again vary this input voltage. Then parallelly note down this VEB value and this ammeter value or a base current value in terms of microamperes. So like that you can adjust up to maximum voltage by using this potentiometer or DC source. So at maximum voltage also, now it shows that the voltage across the base and emitter is 0.66 and the current across this device is 162 microamperes. So like that we need to perform the input characteristic. After this again you can adjust to 0. Then for further another values, how the graph is shifting from the with respect to your output voltage, then we are going to vary again. We are maintaining the output voltage constant. So in the second case, again I am going to take the output voltage is adjusted to some 6 volts. For the first case, I taken the 2 volts. Now second case, I am going to adjust to 6 volts. This VCB is adjusted to 6 volts. By using this output DC knob. So by using this second DC source, here I adjusted the output voltage is 6 volts here. Now procedure is the same. After adjusting the output voltage or maintaining the constant output voltage, and again just vary this input voltage for every incremental 1 volts. Then note down the corresponding VBE voltage and the corresponding base current in microamps here. So like this, you can vary the input voltage and note down the corresponding base to emitter voltage and base current here. So this is your input characteristics. Similarly, we need to perform output characteristics. For output characteristics, we need to maintain input current is a constant and then vary the output voltage and note down the corresponding voltmeter readings and your output collector current readings. So for the second case, for output characteristics, first initially adjust all the DC sources to 0. Adjust all the DC sources to 0. Now we need to adjust a base current, some value here. So here I am going to adjust the base current to 20 microamperes by using this input DC source here. So by using this input DC source, so here I am going to adjust the base current to 20 microamperes. So here by using this DC source, I adjusted this base current to 20 microamperes here. So after this adjust by maintaining this base current, then vary this second DC source or output DC source. Then correspondingly note down the collector current, and this is the collector current meter, and note down the corresponding voltmeter reading here. So here just vary this second DC source. Then suppose we are adjusted to some 1 volt, and now it shows that VCE, or this is the VCE voltmeter, and this is the collector current. So the units are milliamperes. So just like that, for every incremental 1 volts, note down the corresponding VCE voltage as well as your collector current here. So up to can maximum, just vary the up to maximum. Note down the corresponding VCE voltage as well as your collector current here. So similarly, if you want to do the for another base current here, first initially adjust to all the DC sources to 0. Then by using this input DC source, adjust the base current to some another value. So initially we consider 20 microamperes. Now I am going to adjust this base current to 40 microamperes here. So by using this input DC source, so now I adjusted, by using this input DC source, I adjusted the base current to 40 microamperes here. Now again, after adjusting this base current, then procedure is the same. Just vary the output voltage, output DC source, and note down the corresponding VCE value and collector current here. For every incremental 1 voltage, note down the VCE voltage as well as your collector current. This is the collector current. Phone మీదే అనుకుంటున్నాను. Phone వస్తున్నాను. Okay. So by varying this output voltage DC source, note down the corresponding VCE voltage and collector current here for every incremental 1 voltage here. So like this, we need to observe the input characteristics as well as your output characteristics here. So by using these two characteristics, we need to identify the input impedance and output impedance and the gain parameters by using this common emitter characteristics. Thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.